Welcome to my channel. Today we are going to have some overview of the segment in data cloud. So basically in my previous video I have already given some of the introduction related to the data cloud and what is the use of data cloud, how we can connect to the external system, how we can ingest data in the Salesforce, what is data lake object, data model, and much more I have already explained in my previous video. You can go and have a look. If you have any doubt, you can just make a comment about the video so that I will be able to answer your queries. So today we are going to have an overview of segment. So what is a segment? Segment is nothing but uh, like a particular audience or particular population that you are going to target. Okay, so let's suppose a person who are below 50 years, a person like the gender should be female, or you can say the person should belong to India or China or Pakistan. So like any geographical, we can say, or we can say on the based on gender, based on the we can say age, based on the his purchasing power, his then the frequency of he is doing the orders. So we can categorize the persons based on different category. Okay, so once you categorize the person based on different category, that we are going to put in a segment, that is called the segment. So if you go on the segment and if you click on the new button, so here you can see I am just clicking on the new button. So it will ask you like what kind of segment you are going to create. So here we have a visual builder, we have a standard segment, and we have a real time segment, waterfall segment, different kind of segment we have. But we are going to focus today on the today we are going to focus mainly on the standard segment. So if you click, let it be default. Okay, and let's go click on the next button. Okay. So it's asking the data space here. So we can because I am using the trial org, so we can select the default here, and it's saying the segment on which object you want to on which data model, on which data lake object you want to have the segment. So let's suppose I am clicking on the individual amount of it. Okay, you can give any good name here like people, or we can say cost under 50, or we can say customer belongs to USA. Okay, anything I can give here. We can give here next. Okay, so we have two kind of publish. We have a standard publish and rapid publish. So like we can say here in the standard publish we can have a data up to 2 years. Okay, and this is used for like 47 days. So when you want to have recent data, you can use the rapid publish. Else we can go for the standard publish. So here we can say like last window. So look back. Okay, so this is look back where we can select up to 2 years of data. We can look back. Okay, but if you are doing the rapid publish, it will not display that data. You can see here now. Once I click on the rapid publish, automatically it will consider a data of 7 days only. It will not consider the data more older than the 7 days. So if you go for the standard publish, it will give the data. We have two options to select the data. Like the older, how much data older you want to select it. So we can select from here, either we can select days, years, we can click 1 year, 2 year, we can select like this. Okay, we can select like this. So here this is the way of different between standard publish and the rapid publish. Let's suppose I am going to have a standard publish only for now. Okay, and I am going to select a don't refresh. You can select as a refresh frequency at 12 hours, 24 hours. But I have been selected the manual like don't refresh it. I will do refresh for that. Okay. So let's go here. Don't refresh here. Okay, let me go give here days. Let me give here. We can give here a year like more than 2 years, and then we can save it. So this is the way we can create a segment. Okay. So this segment got created. We can see it will be shown here. Okay. So we can as I told you, the segment is used for categorizing portions of particular segment. Okay, so let it be created here. Let me, I'm refreshing the page, and we can see here the text segment got created and it is processing here. You can see the status is processing here. If you go inside the segment, let me open the segment here. Okay, so we can go inside the segment and we can see the segment got created and the status is active, and don't refresh is here. Okay, everything good looks to me here, everything. So now we have been just only created the segment here, correct? So now we have to click on the edit rules here. Okay, let me go and click on the edit rules. Okay, now here we can give the criteria I want to. Let me go here, let me related attribute, let me go here. I am giving let's suppose country is here, something we can see. Let's suppose first name, last name, person name. Let me select person name. Okay, person name I can select here start with, or you can say begin with. Okay, begin with I can say John. Okay, let's suppose I'm giving you random alphabet here J. So it should start from J. So you can, I think it will take 3 field. Okay, to define this. So complete this field, it's saying okay, what is this? Let me click here. Okay, now sometimes there's some issue with the data cloud, okay, because of caching, so you have to click on that and then it will be selecting here. Okay, so now it got selected here, we can click it done. So I have created a segment of person whose name began with the J. Now I can save this segment. Okay, I am just saving it, this segment, and I am clicking on the done. Okay, let me click on the done, let it be load. I am clicking on the done now. Okay, now I created a segment who is from the USA and his name or her name start with the J. Okay, so we can click here, like if you want to run this segment, we can click here on this arrow button. Okay, let me click and we can say publish now, or we can say activate update the status. We can click here. Okay, so if we publish now, then it will start publishing and it will bring all the record that name belongs to the J. So before publishing, I will tell you about we have learned about this segment now. Now what is the use of the segment? Okay, so we can see here, if you click on the more option here, we can see here we have a activation target and we have a activation. Two more things are there. So these are the related to the segment only. So what is the activation target? So activation target is nothing but it is the we can say the configuration of the process. Okay, to define a location, we can say, or define a area, or define a we can say platform. Okay, to push your data, to publish your data, whatever person reads segment. Okay, so we can say the activation targets it a configuration process to a particular location where we can push the data using our activation. Okay, so this is the what is activation target. So let me go here. I have been click on the activation target. Here we can, something went wrong, I think. Okay, something went wrong. Okay, let me click on the new button. I am clicking on the new button. Let's say okay, it is saying okay, it's saying segment on. So let me, because we have created the segment on the individual. Okay, so one second. So we can see once we click on this new button. Okay, there was some network issue, that's the reason we are getting some error. So once you get this activation target new button, you can see where you want to publish your data, where, so like data cloud loyalty, data cloud, or Amazon, Google, whatever you want, you can set up a location for publishing data using the activation. So here this is the, like you want to, there should be connection between this. If you want to publish data in S3, there should be a connection. So for now I don't have anything because this is we can say trial arc, so I am not able to set up S3 as well. Okay, so let me click here data cloud loyalty program. Okay, I'm selecting here. Now I'm saving. You can save any name here, like just with name, anything you can give, and you can click a data space. You can click default and you can save it. Now we have to link up this activation target with the activation. That means we have been first created segment, then we have to create a activation target, then we have to create a activation. So let's go again here on this our what is that? We will go to like our segment. Okay, what is the segment? This is segment here. Okay, and then we will open this segment. Let it open, and then we have to create a activation. We have now zero here. You can see we don't have any activation. If we go here related, okay, we don't have anything here. And if you go, let me go on related. Okay, we showing segment nothing because we can have like more than one segment. Nested segment we can create inside segment. So we can create a nested segment as well. So let me go on the activation now. Okay, let me go activation here and let it load. Let us click on the new button. Okay, and here we have to ask him to select the DLMO or we can select the segment. We can click segment here and we can click next button. And here see data space is default. We can see whatever the segment I created. Okay. Now it's saying the target, which location you want to publish. So we have a selected custom with name J. So this is what activation target created, and okay, let it be complete. And activation membership. Okay, this is saying activation includes the primary key for each member, which segment based on the activation membership. Here you can select either the account or contract or individual. Because I have been created on the individual, we can select on the individual only. Okay, let me go. So it's saying data object, new data cloud object. Okay, we have to create data cloud object where you want to save all this record. Okay, so like I don't have right now. Let me give here name with JAY. Okay, same name. Okay, it's fine. Let me go here. Now it's saying like if you want to add attribute, whatever it like data you want to send. So you can select here like add a filter. If you want to add some filter here, okay, like age would be like this, genders would be female. We can add a filter here. You can see here we have lots of account, contact point. You can select anything here, and you can create a filter. Okay, let me minimize this. I have okay, this button is here. Now let me go cancel this. Okay, we can add a filter here, add a static data. Lots of things, add a rank here. Lots of things are there. I will covering this in the next session. Okay, so like what is the use of all these things. So this is the way how this segment and then activation target and then activation are linked, or we can say connected together. So this way we can publish the data to the external system. So we have like 4 ways for publishing the data. Like we have 4 activation target we can publish the data to the external system. So like we have like file storage, we can push the data to file storage. We have external activation because we can like third party we can do, and then we have marketing cloud, we can push the data, then you can push the data to the data cloud as well, like other Salesforce cloud, like Sales Cloud, Service Cloud. So there are different ways where we can push the data. So I hope you are clear what is the segment and how it is related to the activation target and activation. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please feel free to comment if you have any doubt. I will be happy to help give the information. I will be happy to give more detail about that. Thank you for watching.